Are Mike and Jerry from Moonshiners splitting up? Here's what we know: the world of moonshining is steeped in mystery, tradition, and a touch of rebellion. For fans of the Discovery Channel's Moonshiners, few duos have embodied this spirit more than Mike Cockrell and Jerry Benson. Their partnership, both on-screen and off, has been a cornerstone of the series. However, recent developments have left viewers wondering, are Mike and Jerry splitting up? Let's delve into the details. The rise of a dynamic duo. Mike Cockrell joined Moonshiners in 2016, bringing with him a wealth of experience and a passion for traditional distilling methods. Jerry Benson, a few seasons later, became his trusted partner. Together, they formed the Tennessee Moonshiners, a name that symbolized their partnership and shared vision. Their camaraderie and shared expertise resonated with fans, making them fan. Rumors of a rift in March 2021, fans began to notice a shift. Mike launched a new Facebook page titled Moonshiner Mike Cockrell, separate from their joint account. This move sparked speculation about a possible rift between the two. Adding fuel to the fire, Mike's association with the Tennessee Shine Company became public, while Jerry seemed to continue his endeavors independently. Such changes led many to believe that their professional relationship might be on the rocks. A health scare that shook the foundation. Amidst the swirling rumors, a more pressing concern emerged: Jerry's health. In December 2021, Jerry was hospitalized due to dangerously high blood pressure, which led to bleeding on his brain. Mike expressed deep concern, stating that Jerry's condition was critical. Jerry's girlfriend, Kira, confirmed the news, and fans worldwide sent their well wishes. Fortunately, Jerry made a remarkable recovery and resumed his usual activities shortly thereafter. Professional paths diverged as Jerry focused on his recovery. Mike's professional trajectory took a different turn. He became more involved with the Tennessee Shine Company, expanding its presence across multiple locations in Tennessee. This shift indicated a move towards more commercial and legal avenues in the distilling world. Meanwhile, Jerry continued his independent operations, maintaining a lower profile. These parallel paths suggested that while their personal bond remained strong, their professional endeavors were evolving. A return to the spotlight. Despite the changes, both Mike and Jerry returned to Moonshiners in its 12th season, much to the delight of fans. They reunited with Solomon Sutton, the son of the legendary Popcorn Sutton, to innovate and refine their distilling techniques. Their collaboration showcased that, while their professional paths had diverged, their shared passion for the craft remained unwavering. The current status: partners in spirit. While Mike and Jerry may not be collaborating on every project as they once did, their bond remains intact. They continue to support each other's endeavors, both on and off screen. Their journey reflects the complexities of balancing personal relationships with professional ambitions. In the world of moonshining, as in life, paths may diverge, but the essence of the craft and the friendship endures. TV shows daily. In conclusion, while Mike and Jerry's professional partnership has evolved, it hasn't dissolved. Their individual pursuits in the distilling world highlight their growth and adaptability. Fans can rest assured that the legacy of the Tennessee Moonshiners lives on, albeit in new and exciting ways. The birth of a legendary partnership. Mike and Jerry's on-screen partnership began in the backwoods of Tennessee, where their bond was forged not just over mash barrels and stills, but through shared dreams and a fierce commitment to the craft. Mike, originally from Sevierville, Tennessee, brought a methodical and scientific approach to moonshining. Jerry, from Mississippi, balanced things out with a laid-back vibe and a fearless attitude when it came to cooking up shine under pressure. Their chemistry was undeniable. As they cooked illegal liquor together, dodged the law, and wrestled with exploding stills or broken down trucks. Fans got a sense that these two weren't just business partners, they were brothers in all but blood. Viewers didn't just tune in to watch them make shine. They tuned in to watch them. Cracks in the still. Rumors began to bubble despite the on-screen harmony. Fans began noticing subtle signs that something was amiss. Around 2021, Mike launched a solo Facebook page under Moonshiner Mike Cockrell, prompting speculation that he might be branching off on his own. Then came the whispers about his growing ties to Tennessee Shine Company, a legal moonshine brand based out of the Smoky Mountains. Meanwhile, Jerry was noticeably quieter. There were fewer joint appearances, fewer updates about new distilling projects, and a growing sense that maybe, just maybe, the duo was taking different paths. Some fans feared the worst. Had a fallout split the Tennessee Moonshiners? A health crisis changes everything. Then came the bombshell that truly shook the Moonshiners fan base. Jerry suffered a serious health scare in late 2021. He was hospitalized with critically high blood pressure that led to bleeding on the brain. The prognosis was grim, and for a time, fans feared for his life. Mike was vocal about Jerry's condition, sharing his concern and asking fans for prayers. His heartfelt posts made one thing clear: whatever was going on professionally, Mike still cared deeply for his partner and friend. Jerry eventually made a remarkable recovery, and fans were relieved to see him back in good spirits. But during his recovery, Mike continued to dive deeper into legal ventures, seemingly building a future outside of their outlaw operations. Different roads, same mountain scene moonshine business, whether legal or not, is ever-changing. As Moonshiners matured into a hit series with spin-offs and brand endorsements, many of its stars began exploring ways to transition from illegal distilling to above-board ventures. Mike's collaboration with Tennessee Shine Co. is a prime example. Not only did he begin appearing in promotional materials for the company, but he also became involved in developing new flavors, appearing at public events, and working to make legal moonshine that still carried the same outlaw soul. That move made a lot of sense for someone with Mike's entrepreneurial streak. Jerry, on the other hand, appeared less interested in going corporate. He seemed to prefer sticking to his roots, small batch, tradition-heavy moonshining far from the spotlight. Though he appeared on later seasons of the show, his presence was more sporadic, and he wasn't involved in the same public-facing business endeavors as Mike. Fans began asking, was this a friendly divergence or the beginning of a true split, or a united on screen? For now, season 12 of Moonshiners brought a glimmer of hope to fans who missed the duo's backwards banter. Mike and Jerry reunited on the show to collaborate once again, this time teaming up with Solomon Sutton, the son of legendary bootlegger Popcorn Sutton. The trio worked on refining a new line of shine, combining old-school traditions with new-age techniques. The reunion felt like a nostalgic throwback, but it also raised new questions. Was this a one-time team-up for old time's sake? Or was there still hope that Mike and Jerry could recapture the magic and return full-time as a team? So far, the answer appears to be somewhere in the middle. A friendly split, or something more. Let's be clear, there's no hard evidence that Mike and Jerry had a falling out. By all public accounts, the two remain on good terms. Mike's concern for Jerry during his health crisis was genuine, and they continue to support each other in subtle ways online, and an occasional show appearance says what seems more likely is that their split, if you can call it that, is more a matter of diverging paths than personal drama. Mike is expanding into the legal world, building a brand, and leveraging his TV fame into a sustainable business. Jerry seems content doing things his way, off the radar, and at his own pace. And honestly, that fits who they've always been. Mike was the planner, the strategist, the businessman in overalls. Jerry was the wild card, the heart of the operation, a man who was happiest with a jar in hand and no cameras in sight. Their differences are what made their partnership work so well, but those same differences may also be why they slowly gone in different directions. What the future holds so. What's next for Mike and Jerry? Well, Mike seems to be doing just fine in the legal market. His work with Tennessee Shine Co. continues, and he's become a more public figure in the world of legal distilling. Jerry, meanwhile, keeps a lower profile. Whether he returns in a full capacity to Moonshiners or fades into a quieter, off-screen life remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, their legacy as the Tennessee Moonshiners is secure. They taught fans that moonshining is more than just making liquor. It's about friendship, trust, and grit. Whether cooking in secret or selling jars in storefronts, Mike and Jerry made us believe that the outlaw spirit is alive and well. Final pour. Are they splitting a piso? Are Mike and Jerry from Moonshiners splitting up beers? And no, they may no longer be working side by side on every batch of shine, but their bond doesn't seem broken, just evolved. Think of it less like a breakup and more like a branching river, still connected at the source, flowing in different directions. For now, fans can take comfort in knowing the stills are still bubbling, the jars are still clinking, and somewhere out there, Mike and Jerry are still keeping the moonshining spirit alive, whether together or apart.